Right, hello, so hopefully some people come on in a minute. So I'll be doing the same thing as last night, just streaming a bit of Dreams, um, so we can look for weird games on here. I'll do a webcam stream hopefully tomorrow, but tonight I'm quite tired because I had to get up fairly early today. You know, I was working all weekend and work was busy at the weekend, so I thought I'd just play some video games and chat tonight rather than like we did last night, because we found some weird, funny stuff on here yesterday. Right, Mike, and I got a copyright strike for yesterday's one, so I've told it to mute the bit of audio. Hopefully where it was playing the music. But obviously one of the games had a bit of copyrighted music in it that got us not a strike, you know, in the sense that it's dangerous to my channel, but you know where they demonetize the entire video and then because of 10 seconds of music give all the money to somebody else. So I've tried to appeal that. That'll work for me, Mike, because I'm definitely going to bed before I'd say 11 o'clock tonight, just because I had to get up a bit earlier than I was expecting today. So yeah, that actually works for me, because I'm hoping tomorrow I won't be as tired because I don't need to get up as early and you know all that sort of stuff. And I woke up a few times in the night last night, sort of coughing all that shit up from my lungs. So it's good it's out, but obviously, or a lot of it came up, but obviously the problem is it does wake you up during the night. Let's have a look at this. Horror for Halloween. It's just because it's showing up on the thing. Max says he's very angry, he just lost a bid for an FM12 to a stupid auction site on eBay. Well, the only good thing is, if they don't end up paying for it, like sometimes bid snipers don't do, the seller might say, you are the second highest bid, do you want to buy it at your bid? Because I had that with a night vision unit once, where I put a reasonable amount of money on, and then somebody had a bid sniping thing that bid sniped, you know, to a few £100 more than the recommended price for it. But then obviously they didn't pay for it, so then the seller said to me, it's a bloke who actually comes on this channel now and again, he said to me, you know, did I want it at the highest bid I originally put in, which was 400 quid, and I said yes. This is a while ago, but you know. The point is that sometimes you will, if somebody bid snipes right at the end, get your, you know, thing back. So I guess I need to find a combination for that lock. Alright, Joshua. Right, let me just set the chat to live chat, so I hopefully see all the messages rather than top chat. Alright, there we go. Oh, that door actually opens. What's in here? Some bodies hanging from the ceiling, is that? Can look up somebody's skirt. There's randomly just feet in pipes. I don't get it. Alright, fire chick. Yeah, hello everybody. Is a man under the sheet, or is it a mannequin?
Fired into the crowd. 2 people were killed and several wounded, including a 2-year-old child. At this moment, no suspects have been found. Police are investigating the source of the shot.
And next, we'll be taking a look at the weather. Tonight, we can expect scattered clouds, clearing by morning.
I've got a coin. Wow. Yeah, Mike, probably. Although it was only if you have dead body version of it. Right, Ghost Jesus. Oh, is that the combination for the thing? Oh. You are next. Okay. Heart, club, spade. Or is that... Which... No, the club's the middle one, isn't it? So heart, spade, club, spade.
And the weekend, we can expect more of the same. So I hope you all get out there and
Okay, there we go.
enjoy your weekend.
And now the news. In Washington,
Alright.
a gathering of 200,000 people appealing for stricter gun control laws in the wake of a spate of violent shootings throughout the country.
Oh, so this door didn't even lead anywhere.
Fired into the crowd.
I was meant to look at something.
Several wounded, including
Ah, yeah.
a child. At this moment, no suspects have been found.
Or is that a dinosaur? Is that a dinosaur? Oh, is that the end of this? Okay. Ah, that's good, Justin. So you definitely prefer it with 40mm. Right, so that was that. Most thumbs up out of a new thing. I'm not really interested in the cooking game. What's this natural disaster thing? Oh, it's like some sort of Godzilla thing, is it? Comic Sans. Let's see what this is. So not Comic Sans, it's Comic Sans. GTA-based games, I bet there are, Dan. Let's have a look. I'll have a look after this one. So at the moment this is like a platformer, I guess. You can only move by jumping, you can't move by, like, you know, doing left, right. Okay, so now I have got legs, so I can move left and right, I guess. Right, Mike, you missed the end of the scary game. All that happened was, all that happened... Oh, am I going to fall? Oh, there we go. All that happened was, like, some weird monster turned up behind me when I went through the door and, I guess, killed me. That was the end. Oh, there's somebody else spamming links again. If a mod can just ban them. Thank you. Is the game just starting again? Or is there anything different now? I think this is just repeating itself, isn't it? Or has it changed slightly? Oh, that sounds fun, Ghost Jesus. Yeah. As long as you can do it legally there, I guess. What came with a Class C biohazard suit? You just randomly said it came with a Class C biohazard suit. You didn't mention what. So I guess that's 3D. That weird, like, Muppet thing in the front of the screen. But the background is all just 2D. Is that just the end of it, I guess? So it's just like a little weird thing. Okay. Why not give it a thumbs up? It's made by the people that actually made the game. Right, so Grand Theft Auto. Was it Dan asked for? Let's have a look. Grand Theft. Oh, weirdly, the actual keyboard thing's working as normal today. No idea why, but, you know, it's good it's doing that because it means I can search for stuff much faster. Let's do most thumbs up. GTA 6. Is it a game or what? Oh, it's a concept teaser. Don't want to look at that. Grand Theft Auto Dreams Edition. Right, let's have a look at this one then. So I'm on the roof, am I? So I'm getting a car. Right, okay, Right, I'm getting rid of the person who's making weird comments. Right, so you can hit people and they turn into ragdolls. So it's more like the old GTAs, actually, how the camera works. Although it's not zooming out as you get faster like it does in the original GTAs. No, this was asked yesterday. The answer's no. I don't intend to. I don't understand the appeal of all the Five Nights at Freddy stuff. I found the first one kind of interesting as a concept, but I don't get the massive fan appeal of it. It's just weird in my opinion. But I think somebody was saying it's just like a popular thing with little kids, isn't it? Which is why it's like now sort of like a meme game. Right, I don't know if there's much I can do on this, because mostly the camera angle, to be honest. If this had different camera angles you could use, this might be quite good, or that you could zoom the camera out, but where it's just like constantly that far away, so you don't know if you're going to hit something or not. Right, okay. Well, I would give them a thumbs up, but I'm a bit annoyed you can't change... See, looking at that bit, it looks like you can change the camera. Let me just rewind it. Let's see what happens if I don't get in the car, then. So I don't die. Can I do anything as a person? I can punch, okay. But I guess there's no other cars, is there? But maybe it was just they did a thing for, like, their thumbnail, which was... Okay, there's a thing... like that you can get up as a menu, but it's kind of pointless. Oh, okay, that, for some reason, that control's working now, which didn't work earlier. It would lower the amount, off-target survival and prepping. Polyester would certainly lower the amount of beta radiation coming through, but it depends how much is there to begin with. Because the problem with a lot of radiation-type protection things is they lower the amount that gets through, but if there's a huge amount in the first place, you're dead regardless, because there's not anything you can physically wear that will cut the dose down enough. Even like lead shielding wrapped around you won't do anything if you're in too high a contaminated area, just because the energy is so strong, basically. Okay, don't want to play this anymore, but, well, that was kind of interesting. So this is meant to be like a Saints Row type thing. Let's see what this is. Oh, this kind of looks more like an actual game than the last one. So what's that, like a rampage type thing? I wouldn't spend £500 on a gas mask. It would have to be a... I don't think I'd ever spend £500 on a gas mask, in all honesty. Okay, let's try AK-47 then. RPG, well, that'd be a lot easier, won't it? There we go. Oh, this is kind of surprisingly good for a reused game, actually. Oh. Is there like a way of... Ah, yeah, that's like a more precise aiming thing. Okay. Yeah, it definitely looks like a PS2 sort of era GTA type thing, doesn't it? See what else is in this game in a minute. Oh, am I out of ammo for the RPG? Yeah, I'm out of ammo. Okay, shotgun. Shotgun is apparently very efficient at setting cars alight. But yeah, to bear in mind that the last GSR I bought, although it was a one without a carrier or anything, second hand, was only about £40 or something. So yeah, I think 500 is pretty damn extortionate for a GSR. I think for that £500, I'd probably, you know, say you could get an Avon like FM53 or anything. Yeah, fair enough, but yeah, it's just for that price, pipe bomb. You know, like I was sort of saying, it's just you can get, like, completely top-tier brand new gas mask for that price. But yeah, it's worth mentioning, but yeah, I just think for that price, it's very extortionate. Uzi 9mm. Okay, so that's the rampage thing in this. Yes, if something's waterproof, it'll work to a degree as an NBC suit, because it'll keep dust off you and a lot of chemicals. Oh, there's like insurance fraud. Okay, that's cool. Is there a dive button? Or do I just run into it as usual? Because in Saints Row you actually have to dive, don't you? But yeah, by looking this, you just have to get run over. That's cool. So yeah, there's insurance fraud as well. I like how they speed up once they get in front of you. I'm not a massive James... Well, I like the old James Bond films a lot. The new ones I don't really care about at all. But the old Bond films I do really like. I've got them on Blu-ray. But I'm not like a massive James Bond fan in a sense. Like I just said, don't like the new movies, really. I kind of like the James Bond films when they weren't so serious. You know, like some of the Roger Moore era films. I mean, Timothy Dalton was probably my favourite Bond. Like, Licence to Kill I really like, even though that's not really like a typical Bond film. But yeah, my point more really is just that the newer ones, kind of, it's like, you know, like, they're kind of, I think, trying to hit too many different, like, marketing brackets, if that makes sense. Where I'd rather watch, like, an 18 sort of thriller type film, you know, where it's, a lot gorier and nastier. If I was going to watch that genre of film, or watch something sort of more light-hearted. I don't really kind of like the sort of 12 age-rated sort of, you know, those sort of films, if that makes sense. So yeah, we have a hospital bill, because I guess this is set in America. Oh, that wrecked him. Okay. I like how these cars on purposely want to run you over. No, I think it was on Prime at one point, and I did consider watching it, but I never ended up watching it. But I know what film you mean by London has war. It's the one where like there's a load of terrorist attacks in London, you know, or something. But never watched it. It'd be good if you could actually do like a dive on this, like you can in Saints Row, but I don't think you can. Not this really, but okay. So I got $10,000 for fraud, okay. Let's just see what like the map's like if we get in a car and drive around. Because like, I'm kind of interested in how big a map they could make on Dreams. Oh, I'll turn the radio off because I don't want any copyrighted music. That was jump out. Right, I didn't mean to jump out. So I guess there's no map on this, unless... no. Okay, so there is a... Oh, that's good, Justin. It's nice when you get sellers like that, isn't it? That don't say, "Oh, I'm not going to budge on the price at all." Right. Anyway, let's see what the map looks like on this, because I'm quite impressed by this so far for something made in that, you know, Dreams thing. I imagine it won't be a huge map, but still I'm quite impressed. Obviously the vehicles spawn in from not very far away. Second Amendment, so I guess that's a gun shop, like an ammunition. Let's have a look. So they've got a GTA style gun store. Right, I'll just buy a load of AK ammo. And actually a load of rockets as well, because right, there we go. Is this car faster than the other car I was using? I don't know. Now let's see if I was doing it. Radio. Right, so that's like a jump, maybe? So yeah, this is actually really damn impressive for a Dreams thing, that somebody's made like a kind of Saints Row GTA type thing on it. Like I said, I have no idea how big the map is, so there's like a bit of a suburban area here, and then there's the city. That's probably all there is to it, to the map, but still, that's bloody impressive for what Dreams is, actually. That's a fairly good amount off, isn't it? It depends how much it is in the first place. If they wanted like 500 quid for an ECBA and they knocked 40 quid off, that's still a rip-off. But yeah, it's good, isn't it, when you get sellers that do that? So what's this bone thing, or a span, or whatever it's meant to be? Oh, it's another insurance fraud thing. Okay, right. I'll do one more insurance fraud on this, and then I'll find a different game. But yeah, I am quite impressed with this actually. But there's no cars coming at the moment. That's a bit of a problem. I can't commit insurance fraud if there's no cars. Oh wait, no, I've got 2 minutes to get there. Okay, I'll just do it this junction. Oh, it didn't have the plates in. Yeah, again, that's still the problem, isn't it? I suppose it's only really worth it then if it's like in a size you wouldn't normally find. Actually, I will stop playing this now, but I will say I'm quite impressed with this, so I'll definitely give this a thumbs up. Let's see what other things this same person's made. Hit and run template, as in the Simpsons hit and run. Simpsons hit and run gameplay. Okay, so this is a guy that just does these old school-like remakes of things. This is very interesting then. So obviously I can collect the coins. The cars actually look quite well detailed on this, the brooms. Can I turn the radio off? I don't want to get a copyright strike. Oh, well, never mind. If I get one, I get one. Sort of stuck on his invisible bit of his bumper. Don't think there's as much to this one, but it's still interesting. It's more like an obstacle course thing with a car, I guess, this sort of one. And there's things that say coins. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Sure, I'll give it a thumbs up because they've still put effort into it. So yeah, let's look at some of the other things this guy's made. Warhammer, let's look that up. I bet there would be Warhammer. Let me just look at some of the other games this guy's made quickly first, then we'll look at Warhammer 40k. That's Dead Rising. The Rest of Us, I guess, is The Last of Us type thing. Let's have a look at The Last of Us game he's done. To avoid copyright, it's called The Rest of Us. But yeah, I'll have a look for you, Joshua, in a minute for Warhammer 40k. I just want to see what this Last of Us thing is. That's the thing with Dreams, is it surprises me how good some of the stuff in this is for what it is. Right, so I've got a pistol, hunting rifle, shotgun, brick, first aid, I guess that is. So we'll just use the pistol to start with. I don't know how strong the infected are in this. Okay, so this actually has difficulty. First person camera, let's do that. Did you get deleted? No, you didn't get deleted. So... what's the reload button? That's like a clicker head, isn't it, on that one? I don't think it's meant to be a clicker, but still. How do I pick up ammo then? Let's punch. Let's crouch. Triangle, okay. No, Dan, but there is a cool bit of body armour I would like to get if I ever see it for sale, which is kind of the precursor of the ECBA, and what it is the Northern Ireland armour, like Mark II, whatever they called it. And if you know what the Northern Ireland Mark 1 armour is, which is like the flak jacket, it's a bit like the US Army flak jacket from Vietnam. It's basically that, but it's actually got a ceramic plate holder in the front, or like a steel plate holder in the front, which made it a very early kind of modular type of body armour. So I would love to get one of those if I ever see one for a good amount of money, because I know it was one of those things a while ago where there used to be loads of them and people would buy them to like shoot them up and do, you know, ballistic and knife tests on them. But sadly now I think they're one of those armours that's actually quite rare because the amount people just bought to destroy them. I think that might be all there is to this, sadly. Actually, it looks like there's stuff over there, so maybe you can get around there. Let's go back to the end of this road and see if I missed something. Okay, so maybe it was R1 or something to reload. Oh, thank you very much, Grant. So I don't know what that particular one is, Dan, but I know there's definitely stuff with similar sort of naming things to that. If that makes sense. Because the thing is, the British Army's used so many different, like, naming things over the years. There might not be that much to see on this, sadly. It might just be a thing of you can walk around the roads a bit, and that might just be to, like, make the level look bigger, that bit of fence there. A bit of both, Henry. If I see something cool, I normally buy it, especially if it's not, Ah, you've got one of those in DPM, that's cool, because I've only seen them in olive green, Dan. But yeah, like I said, I knew it's not the ECBA plates, but I'm just saying it's one of those interesting things that, where they actually, you know, put some sort of plate in it. I think it was to prevent soldiers being shot at from, like, pistol and rifle fire, you know, if it was like an IRA ambush, when they were doing, like, the policing stuff. Right, there's not much to this by the look of it, but it was still very interesting to, actually have a look at this thing. And by the way, when you see controls on this, they're never really for the game you're playing. But yeah, that's quite impressive for what it is, that somebody's made a bit of The Last of Us. But saying that, the screenshot there shows some houses in it. Were they anywhere? So if it was a parachute that was never opened and used once, I guess the guy using the parachute didn't have a very happy ending. Ah, the one you're thinking of, Dan, is the CBA, the combat body armour. That sounds like, yeah, the CBA, which is the one before the ECBA, because ECBA is Enhanced Combat Body Armour. The CBA is... Let me just change the camera in case it's not quite working properly in the first-person camera. Display controls... X is vault jump, so unless there's something I can jump over. Annoyingly, Grant, when it comes to like camo face paints, they can set my eczema off quite a lot, because I found that out the hard way a few times when I've tried using face paints like that. So thanks for the offer, but yeah, sadly, I've run into problems with those before. Yeah, sadly, Dan, those don't take the ECBA plates, just literally because... Ah, so I can jump over there. Okay, I can vault and vault. Alright, I'll look to have a look at that one in a minute, Mike, okay? And I'll look at Warhammer 40k as well, that Joshua said about. But yes, the combat body armour is the one that predated the ECBA. And it's not designed to take plates. I think it had a very specific filler. The ECBA is like the one that's improved in every way. Because weirdly, we went from a plate-carrying flak jacket thing to then one that just had a soft filler in, a bit like the US Pascut. I think the original CBA is basically just meant to be kind of like a Pascut clone. You know, personal armour system, ground troops, whatever Pascut sounds for, the US Army one. But yeah, there's a really interesting Northern Ireland one, like I was saying, but I've never actually seen it. I've sold it now. I like the M50. But the thing is with the GCR and the M50, it's kind of a shame that neither one gets all the bits right. So the M50 is mostly better than the GSR, but there's a couple of things I like more about the GSR. Oh, I'm out of ammo. They sound like Scooby-Doo. Right, can I punch them somehow? Is that the smash square? Guess he's beating the crap out of me. Oh, I died. Oh well. Oh, did they do a checkpoint type thing in this? Okay, that's cool. I'll carry on playing this for a bit longer than if they had a checkpoint system. Oh, that went a bit better this time. Well, the thing is, Grant, Dreams is like a game where people can make other games. It's not like its own actual game. It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like a toolkit where people can make games, which is why it's so interesting, because literally everything on here has been made from scratch by people. So it's like one of those things, in terms of value for money, you'll get a lot of value for money out of this if you bought it for not very much, because of all the weird crap you can find on here. And some of it's not crap, some of it's really good. So what was it, X, wasn't it, to vault? Yeah, so it's like specific cars you can vault on. It's a game-making game, exactly, Dan. Oh, now there's people I have to fight, I guess, with guns. And my character's vibrating. That guy's got a big head, he looks like one of those guys from the original Star Trek. Okay, so R2 is which shoulder you're aiming from, and R1 is actually to shoot. Right, got it. I guess so my health is that green bar to the right of the ammo bar. Right, I'm learning actually how the mechanics of this work now then.
Take the trespasser down.
No, Sean, like, other than saving up for one, until there's one for sale, not really, but as soon as I get one, I'll obviously do a video on it, so, the answer to that is basically, until you get an update on it, there isn't an update on it, other than the fact that I'll constantly be saving up for one. But yeah, the problem with them is until you find one for sale, and you've got enough money for it, you're not getting one, basically, that's how it works. Yeah, that was, quite impressive, actually. What it was. Okay, so Warhammer 40k. Oh, it's doing the fucking H thing again now. Right, let me see if I can just spam the haptic pad a bit and get it to not constantly try and... There we go, it's off again. I don't know why it does that. It's like the haptic pad gets stuck every now and again. I'll just search Warhammer rather than 40k and see what comes up. Oh no, it's trying to only search that guy's games. Okay, so let's go now out of there and do Warhammer. We want one that's single player rather than the short, because short is just like an animation. Right, let's see what this is. Wireless controller, TV only. I think so, Dan, unless any other things support it, but I'm pretty sure it is just PayPal it uses. And it's just because they only take like a 5% cut, whereas if you use something like Patreon or YouTube Super Chat, it's between 30 and 40%. Okay, that's quite loud. Can I turn that down? I want to turn the game volume down, not let me do mission select and see if I can turn it down after that. Right, punches, couches. Orcs. Yeah, Justin, I have had some, like, surplus stuff that ended up being a bit crap, but yes, for the most part.
Disembarking now.
It's got Dawn of War audio. Okay, can I turn the in-game music down? Somehow, though. That's what I want to know. I've got a little light. This actually looks fairly well made. I just wish I could turn the in-game audio down. Right, I'll not play much of this because it's just too loud, but that does look very well made actually, so I'll give it a thumbs up and I might try that when I'm not on the stream. So, Henry says, random question, I'm a nurse, and I was curious, have you ever come across any interesting pieces created for medical personnel of the videos? There's a mask I've got on order at the moment that's getting delayed a few times, but it should be coming fairly soon, and it's one that's designed to both filter exhaled air as well as inhaled air, so it's like a P3 sort of respirator, you know, a PFF3 kind of P3 half-face mask. But it's one that's designed to filter the air both ways with working valves, as in, you know, each valve goes to a filter. So that should be quite interesting. And I've got the closest thing I've got to stuff that's like medical is the stuff for evacuated wounded troops. I've done a couple of videos on like the hoods that are designed for soldiers that have been like shot in the head or had a head injury, where somebody else can like put a hood around them, they kind of tie it around their neck so it doesn't put pressure on the head, and then they connect breathing apparatus to it. I'll look at that one first, Mike. Remind me of the other one if you want me to have a look in a bit, the racing one. So, Isle of Errors, is that? Or Errors, but Isle. I'll just search Isle for now. And then, most thumbs up. Oh, so somebody's made a Croc game. That's pretty cool. I'll check out Croc in a bit. Isle of Errors, Chapter 0. Assume it's this thing, is it? Picture. I didn't know there was any protest going on in Finland, but yeah, Valery Strelka, however it's pronounced, is good. Alright, Rich. Yeah, so Valery Strelka is good. The only issue is with it, like I said, depending on what you're buying, the postage price, I found, to the UK. Because I have bought from them before, you know, but again, it would depend what it is, because if the item is a bit cheaper there than another eBay seller, for example, but the postage works out more and it's longer shipping, there's no point to do it. Looks a bit like Nicolas Cage. Hang on. Yeah, that looks a bit like Nicolas Cage to me for some reason. It actually looks really well visually done, though, this, doesn't it? Oh, good, you can do first person. Make it a bit more immersive. Oh, he's got no head. He's got no head. Can I go in any of the buildings? Yeah, I'm surprised how good some of the games can look on this. And bear in mind, this is technically a PS4 game, not a PS5 game. Oh, he's even got a working shadow. And an actual body. That's crazy for a thing where people make their own games. Things AAA games can never fucking do that anymore. Take fuel. Right, got some fuel. Oh, thank you very much, Dan. I'll look after the stream and withdraw it. Yeah, they've got farmers and, like, people on horseback joining in the honkathon now, haven't they? Ghost Jesus. And I saw Justin Castro ran off to his little bunker somewhere. Oh, that was it, okay. But I guess, as you said, Mike, that was the prequel. But still, like, the visuals are really good, isn't it? Yes, that definitely gets a thumbs up. Right, continue. Let's see if I can find the one that's not that one, then. That's Prelude Isle of Errors. Wasn't that the one I was just playing? Well, it was Chapter 0 I was just doing. Let's have a look at this one. Although, it's the same picture, one called Switzerland 1992. I assume one's a demo and one's the... Right. In Switzerland. So are there going to be more trucks honking outside his other mansions? But yeah, if you don't know why we're calling him Justin Castro, there's a good reason for it. That's a conspiracy theory I totally believe, by the way. Especially if you compare it, how he looks compared to Fidel Castro and his actual dad. Well, not his dad, his simp. Simp-in-law, I don't know. Pick up trash. Or do I just clean stuff up in this game? How do I do the first person in this one? Or can't I do first person in this one? Oh, so is the protest in Finland then like an anti-vax mandate type thing, or what? Because oh, can we take the money from the, oh, I don't think we're out on there. There's no priest here to warn me about stealing from his collection plate. This looks a bit like if you go to some parts of Scotland where they have like the standing stones and all that, and like, you know, the big mountainy hills. Yeah, like I said before, I'm pro-vaccine, but I'm definitely against the idea that people should be forced to have vaccine mandates. In the UK, thankfully, they cancelled the one for NHS staff because it was going to cause loads and loads of like staff to lose their jobs when we don't have enough doctors and nurses anyway. Oh, is that... You think that's a censorship thing, Ghost Jesus? That wouldn't surprise me, seeing as it buffers and then crashes if I pick up a gun on a live cam screen. Can I climb up faster by just jumping like that? This guy can run uphill really fast. That looks a bit like Piz Gloria up there. I don't know if it's meant to be, but speaking of James Bond, you know when we were on about On Her Majesty's Secret Service? Oh, we didn't mention that, but On Her Majesty's Secret Service of Piz Gloria. So there's a big, like, cross on the top of the hill. This cross is pretty epic, but I'm here to see the hieroglyphic... hieroglyphics? Hieroglyphics? I can't remember how you actually pronounce it. Ancient writing? Can I jump off the cliff? Oh no, it's an invisible wall. Oh wait, maybe? Oh, yep. Oh, it just respawned you down there. But where are the hieroglyphics? Whereabouts are you, Grant? Because there's some on Harrison Lewis, aren't there? Because I've seen ones on Harrison Lewis as well, but you get, I suppose, a few different ones. Because again, it's just ancient stuff. Okay. I'll have a look down. Is that another thing where it's a case of okay. So kill Martin or however that's pronounced. But yeah, what was I going to say? Is that, Dan, the ones where they want to like censor more comedy stuff, like with the Jimmy Carr stuff, because he made a funny joke, and then you're not allowed to find that joke funny, and if you find that joke funny, you're actually a Nazi or something? I actually found the Jehovah's Witness bit funnier, the second part of the joke, but the media don't go on about that, they just go on about the gypsy bit. But I won't repeat it on here, because I don't want to be cancelled or thrown in a jail cell. Oh, thank you again, Grant. Ah, cool, so it's a bit like a Dear Esther type thing, Mike, as well. Ah, okay, I'm on the other side of a fence now, so maybe that's where I'm meant to be. Oh, but that's just behind the church. Well, yeah, that's how they like their laws, don't they? As vague as possible, so they can do anybody they want under a law. A bloke I work with is moving to Poland because of all this shit, and I don't blame him, you know. Because there's so much wrong with this country now. I don't mean that like I hate the country, I just mean like, well, they keep making more and more vague laws that don't, you know. If that makes sense. You know, like we were saying, sit. I can sit on the bench. Yeah, it definitely looks like Piz Gloria on the mountain. Right. I know some DOS games, but I don't know if they'll run on your particular system. But Prince of Persia 1, Prince of Persia 2, the old 2D like side-scroller ones, made by Jordan Mechner or Mencher, whatever it's called back in the day. That like really old rotoscoped game. Dog Muck Kids. Hank, you're putting a word in by the sound of it that YouTube doesn't like, because YouTube has a shadow banned list of things that you're not allowed to say, so the comments will appear for you, but they won't appear in the chat for anybody else, basically. That's the first message of yours I saw. But basically it's that sort of soft censorship thing lots of platforms do now, where they have just lists of words that you can't say. Assume if I'm looking for a cave, it would be down the bottom of the cliff, wouldn't it, rather than at the top? I'll go back there and have a look. I'm sure I went into the middle of them, Mike, but maybe a prompt didn't come up. Exactly, Rich. So there's, yeah, like you're saying, there's not an actual victim to the crime. Oh, I didn't know that, but safety is a word that often you can't say on YouTube for some reason, as in S-A-F-E-T-Y, you know, as in the safety on a firearm, or, you know, like, safety to protect people. Because it's a game. There's no real reason for it, but it's just, I guess, it's the person who's made this has gone to a lot of effort. I imagine if they programmed breakable limbs into it, that would take even longer. Yeah, I wish I could jump and run around and run up hills as fast as this guy can. But again, the visuals in this look really nice. Again, because it's PS4 era visuals as well, not even, Anyway, I'm going to stay on a bit longer than 8 o'clock because, again, I'm having a lot of fun playing Dreams, so I'm going to carry on with it. I'm just going to run along the edge of the cliff here just to see if there's a cave entrance. Yeah, but that was the problem that old games used to have, Mike. I suppose with these sort of games, you don't really get play testing, do you? Other than people actually playing the game and giving it a thumbs up or not. But that was a problem that obviously lots of old games really used to have. There's so many old, you know, like PS1 and PS2 era games I can remember, you know, like PC as well. You know, like there's so many PS1 and PS2 era games I can remember where I would just have no clue what I was meant to do. You know, in terms of like really obscure like puzzles or whatever. Like, I'm sure most of us can remember stuff like that from point-and-click games, but even in, like, first-person shooters, there was some where there were, like, really weird puzzles, you know, where you had to find, like, a weird switch that was barely visible somewhere in a map that would unlock something on the other side of a map, you know, that kind of thing, without notifying you. There was one I remember like that. Was it in... Can I go down this side of the cliff and there's invisible wall? But yeah, there was, what was it, Dark Forces 2 or 3, I think it was Jedi Outcast, or whatever it was called. And in that one... Oh, is this a path here? Ah, we might have found something, Mike, now. Maybe. Ah, yeah, there we go. What, Siberia was that, Rich? But yeah, there was, looks like an alien. Oh yeah, it's spaceships and an alien, look. Hi, Lamau. But yeah, anyway, so, what was I saying? Yeah, there was one in Jedi Knight 3 or whatever it was, Jedi Knight 2. I think it's called Jedi Knight 2. Technically Dark Forces 3, but I think They only called the first one Dark Forces, and the first one was Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, wasn't it? And then it was Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. I'm pretty sure that was how they named it. But the second, I think that's the second level in that, there's a bit where you have to look at the side of a climbing, then you see an exhaust, then you have to jump into the exhaust pipe when it juts out the... I think it'll be very bad for a lot of people, Dan, in all honesty. And a lot of the media doesn't even really want to talk about it in a proper way. They just want to, I'm going to have a look at all this guy's games at the moment. But yeah, there was, you know, I think a lot of the media are getting distracted. You know, the two main things at the moment I think are important is all the cost of living stuff and the stuff going on with Ukraine and Russia. I think that at the moment is the only real stuff that's actually... Oh, is this the same one we were on before? Ah, yeah. Might as well have a little look around this time. But yeah, let's go first person. What if it knocks the moon out of orbit, Justin? I bet it won't. But, you know, maybe we'll all drown. Or maybe the oceans will dry up. But yeah, but again, the problem is the media. It's like, again, we're all pissed off with Boris Johnson for all the Partygate work meeting, you know, things. But in the grand scale of things going on in this country and the world, it's not really that big a deal, is it? There's some weird noises in here. Sounds like he's got supernatural radio in this house. Or is it coming from the graveyard at the top of the hill? No. Gretchen Hoover. Oh, sounds like there's somebody locked in there. Don't know if I can get him out. No. Gordon Hoover. Roberto Sparrow. Nice looking. Oh, there's a power plant over there, look. Ooh. But yeah, that's how the media generally works, isn't it? They try and distract you with stuff that's not important, or try and make stories out of stuff that's not important, barely cover the stuff that people should be worried about. Is there actually a mine pit we can go down, or is it just that? I suppose the pit would have been there, wouldn't it? Because that's meant to be the lift to go... That doesn't look quite right, because isn't that meant to be where the mine, like, elevator is there? Generally when you have, like, a coal mine, that's, like, the elevator tower, but it doesn't look like there's actually a pit there, but never mind. Oh, do you reckon it's meant to be a type of grain silo? I'm mostly used to grain silos either being the round type ones or, like, the rectangular brick buildings, but I suppose, yeah, you're right, that could be a winch, couldn't it, to get the grain into place off the ground. But I suppose there's mine tracks here, aren't there? So, who knows? Or maybe it's just meant to be like a silo for other sort of coal or whatever. No trespassing, mine closed, okay. That's a minor inconvenience. Do ho 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 ho. Okay, we've seen all this one already, haven't we? But it's basically just another version of the same thing, so I don't know why this one's chapter 1 and the other one wasn't. Because that and that one's exactly the same thing, aren't they, really? Okay, so... Right. Let's look up... I just want to see what this croc thing is, because, I liked croc on PS1. Oh, cool, they've done the PlayStation 1 Power On nostalgia as well. I've already done some MRE videos, Grant. Let's see if I can remember how to play Croc. Can I jump on that platform? That looks a bit easier. Yeah, I've not bothered with any self-heating ones yet, but I've done a lot of like the individual meals. Does that go anywhere, or do I just fall? Okay, so don't go through the door. Let's see if this other one goes anywhere. Sunny Woods. Oh yeah, this one looks like I can go through it. Right. Oh, there's a gobbo. Bet some of you are too young to know what croc is. The problem is the controls are too, the problem is the controls are kind of too, floaty in this compared to the old croc controls. Yeah, I didn't see any comments. What to say? So, yeah, I assume if you said something like that, although that one came through, yes, it wouldn't show up. Right. Croc is definitely not a rip-off of Super Mario, but I can definitely see why you'd think Croc looks like Yoshi. Anyway, I'm not going to play this because it's too floaty, but that's a nostalgia trip. But yeah, Croc was like a PS1 platformer, like 3D platformer. Is there any games like plane flight simulator things? Can you make those in here? Well, let me search Stuka. I want to see if somebody's made the game where you can play as a Stuka. No, there's nothing about Stukas. Plane. Let's just search plane, because I do want to see if anybody's made like a flight sim type thing in this. If that's even possible. Well, the graphics look good on this. I don't know if this has anything to do with planes, but the graphics look good on this, so let's have a look. Which one's Warzone, Dan? But yeah, whoever was saying earlier about a Battlefront remake, I'd like a remake of the proper old Battlefront 1 and 2. In Galactic Conquest. Because the new Battlefronts are alright, but they're nowhere near as good as the old kind of ones. Pilot Wings, right, I'll have a look at that in a minute, Rich. I still find stuff like this amazing, that somebody has made all this from scratch. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, punches couches like that? Like I said, it seems very, like, screwy, I guess. Maybe, like, day in, day out, they change their list of words you can and can't say. So on some days, maybe it's a sensible list of banned words, even though I don't think any, like, words like that are sensible. You know, and then maybe on other days, it's like they just add a load of random words, because they think it will be good to, like, nuke them into oblivion. You know. Am I back to the beginning again? Oh, I see, that bit went in a loop, right. Right, Mike, I found one that just visually looked quite good, so I've just loaded this one up to have a look around. And then I'll, try and find some more games. Well, the chat bit is just literally having a chat. Dreams is a PlayStation sort of thing where people can make their own games. So what I'm mostly doing is just kind of running around on it and seeing what games people have made. I'm going to actually look up Tomb Raider in a minute. I want to see if somebody's done Lara Croft's Mansion with the butler that makes weird noises. Right, I'll just keep run on because otherwise you move a bit too slowly in this. Because I assume there's no enemies in this. I assume it's just like look around, pretty environments kind of thing. Is that, what's it, Thingy Bob Kazooie or whatever it's called? Where there's like a witch is one of the enemies or something. Is that the one? Banjo-Kazooie or Kajooie or something like that. Is that the one, Rich? It definitely sounds familiar. Yeah, visually this looks quite nice. This actually reminds me of the end of Soma, weirdly enough. You know, when you're on the Ark. Spoilers. Well, Dan, if ever I learn how to do it, I will make something like that. Oh, that is it. That's good, Rich. Let's have a look, because you've interested me now. I'll look up Tomb Raider in a minute. So I'll search ROC, but I doubt that will get anything up. But if not, I'll just start searching like bunker and stuff like that. Oh, there's more Croc stuff. That's weird. Why is ROC coming up Croc? Oh, I guess it's, yeah, Croc. C-R-O-C. Yeah, okay. Right, let's try bunker then. See if there's just like a nuclear bunker kind of like exploration game. Is Bunker Boy about Trump? It looks a bit like Trump. MAGA. Yeah, I guess somebody didn't like Trump who made that game. Get to the bunker. Most thumbs up. Bunker Apocalypse Survival Beta. See, that looks a bit like an ROC post. As in, you've got a ladder, although they're in a different room in an ROC post, but yeah. Endless survival game. This kind of looks like, what's it called? That game where you have the family in the bunker and you have to try and keep them alive as long as possible. Like the Nuclear Family or something it's called. I've got it on Steam and I can't remember what it's called. But... Alright, let's just play the tutorial because it's the first time playing. Ugh. Alright, I'm not going to bother playing this endlessly then to work out how all the mechanics work, but... Can we go to the surface? Expedition. Does it actually visually show you anything outside though, or is it just literally the bunker is the only like detailed room? Oh, is it frozen? I think it's frozen. Oh well. Anyway, that kind of looked interesting, but let's have a look at what the other one was. So, yeah, I'm sure it's good, Mike, if you want to spend a load of time on it, but it's not really good when you just want to jump into games to stream them, is it? He's got his gun. Or is this meant to be his imagination if he's a child trapped in a bunker or something? I'm going to look up Ricky O in a minute. I doubt anybody's made a Ricky O game though. See you, Grant. Thank you for the donations. And was it Dan as well that did the donations? So again, thank you to Dan. I'll look at that one up properly when I finish the game if it was through Kofi. Alright, okay, I guess we're actually in the bunker now. Right, let's see what our bunker looks like. How dare you lose yourself in fantasy, boy? You need to enjoy being in these concrete walls. Unless it was a pornographic fantasy again, like a wank fantasy. Anyway, can we get to the looking around the bunker? I'm not really interested in learning about his parents' monotonous time of opening MREs. Right. Right, are we actually in the bunker, or is this another one of his fantasies? 'Cause the thing is, if it's only his fantasies, I don't want to play this. I want to actually see a nuclear bunker thing. Alright, never mind. I guess you never get to see the bunker in this game. Right. Let me try Fallout Shelter as opposed to bunker, because it's essentially the same thing. It's just me making the Fallout Shelter Fallout thing. Alright, Rajiv. Well, they've been phasing out MIDI drivers as well for Windows for quite a while, Ghost Jesus, as well, which is annoying. So I was going to look up Tomb Raider, wasn't I? Because I wanted to see if somebody had, made Lara Croft's mansion. Alright, let's do most thumbs up. I want the mansion now of the butler, like, rattling his tray. What was the one that said PS1 style? Because that's what I'm playing. Oh yeah, the nostalgia again. I'm glad that they're putting these on all these PS1 remake things. Lara's Mansion tutorial, yes, here we go. There better be a creepy butler in this, or I'm going to be disappointed. What triangles, Mike?
Welcome to my home. I'll take you on a guided tour.
She jumps better than she does in the PS1 game. It'd be much easier to do platforming like this. Swimming pool coming soon? Oh, there's no swimming pool. Gymnasium coming soon. Oh no, there's nothing here. Guess this is like the PS1 one, isn't there? Where there's barely.
If that was just your way of trying the door. No.
Did you do like the flips? Like you could in the They actually did in the PlayStation 1 magazines, like softcore Laura porn, didn't they? Or Lara porn. That was actually a thing, where they did like posters you could get out, like CGI rendered things where she was basically naked.
Okay, let's do some tumbling. Press the jump button.
Yeah, I've used stuff like that, Ghost Jesus. It's just, you know, my point was, you know, just the fact that by default, you know, they've been kind of ruining all that stuff as time's gone on. Coming soon. But yeah, if you're not old enough to remember this, they used to do like softcore porn in PS1 magazines, and the whole point of that was, yeah, I was saying the whole funny thing about that is that was back, you know, before they had all this, oh, it's misogynistic stuff, you know. I want to search 40 Winks because that was a weird game on PS1 I found quite interesting. Somebody could definitely recreate that in Dreams. Ah, that's a shame. But 40 Winks was this kind of like 3D platformer, like every level was a different dream kind of thing. But it was like one of those inadvertently scary games for kids where like there were horrible monsters trying to murder you in all the levels. Oh, there's GTA 6 in development as well. They actually have confirmed that now. Automation, is that the factory building simulator, or is that a different game? Oh, I didn't even know there was an unofficial release of it. I need to look into this. And are you any good at drawing, Mike? There's no results for Runken, I'm disappointed. Let's just search radiation. I've probably already done that, but I just want to see if there's any kind of like Geiger counter clicking. Oh, we looked at this the other day, didn't we? I just want something where there's a Geiger counter clicking. Oh, okay, that does sound interesting. Yeah, tuning engine sounds a lot better than building a factory. I'll just search Geiger. I don't mean like HR Giga or whatever his thing is. I don't want to see alien dicks. I meant Geiger counter. Nah, nothing's coming up like that. Let's just... Other than Chernobyl, can people think of any, like, you know, other good radiation words? I'm just trying to think of, like, you know, Fukushima, Chernobyl, radiation, you know, stuff like that, just to see if we get any results. But there probably isn't, but I suppose we could search nuclear, because most people would just refer to it as nukes and nuclear, wouldn't they, rather than, Right, most thumbs up. Atom 4 was the one we looked at the other day. Again, it doesn't look like there's that many, unfortunately. What's this? Nuclear button VR. Can I play this without a VR headset? How do I press the button then? I want to just press the button. How do I press the nuclear button in this game? Oh, there we go. I think, maybe. The physics aren't that good in this one. The entire houses fly away. There's some really good Gmod things like this where they've made destructible houses that rip to pieces. No, I won't give that a thumbs up. I wanted the houses to fly apart at the timbers like a nuke town. Let me just search Oddworld, because obviously I really liked Oddworld on PS1. I've got an Oddworld game, by the way, on the PS5, and I've barely played it yet, even though it's one I wanted to play for ages. The Abe's Exodus remake. Most thumbs up. I think I might have asked Mike to look at some of these. Okay, so we don't get to play as Abe, we get to play as some, like, other thing. So there's a scrap symbol to the right, there's a secret area symbol up there. Hello. So, yeah, this is meant to be the beginning, isn't it, of Abe's, Odyssey, but... Oh, but then you fall off the map. Okay, that's all they made. Okay. Boring. I mean, I kind of like that it's the first bit of Abe's Odyssey, but... Is this where you can go like, hello, hello, in the menu? Let's have a look. It looks like them. Boom, 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 boom. Stop demo. Oh, does this play like... Oh, this does! See, this is much what I was looking for. So I have to use... What's it? So I have to use... What? The problem is I've got... I need to put the controller movement on. Hang on. Let me see if I can remember how I do that, because I don't have the controller movement on. Because I don't like it normally. Oh, I'll have a look for Jumanji in a minute. Oh, hang on. I can do that. I've got this at the right angle now without... but probably not, actually. Yeah, because it's obviously, like I say, meant to be done. Yeah, I won't bother with this one as much as this does actually remind me a lot of proper old Oddworld. It's the problem is so I don't want to turn controller motion controls on for one game just because I find it doesn't work very well. Let's just try some of these other ones. Was this meant to be like the Necrom Mines, judging by the thumbnail? Floating Fortress. Oh shit! That didn't last long, did it? This is more just kind of like Oddworld concept art, isn't it? But sort of made in dreams. Alright, I won't bother with this, but okay, that's sort of interesting. Let's have a look for Jumanji then. And I'm not interested in modern Jumanji. I'm interested in the old Jumanji that had Robin Williams in. Right, there's only 2 Jumanji things. Let's do the one that's the game.
Welcome to the Jumanji board game. In this game, you use your imp to move your playing piece around the board.
Please stop talking. I just want to... No, oh my god, he's talking over me.
What the text says. If you land on a space with a line space on it, you have to go back to the start.
When you say hybrid DPN items, what do you mean, Dan?
You need to roll a double to get over the rock.
I've only ever seen, like, with actual proper DPM, like DPM 95, as in, like, Woodland, the Desert, and MTP, and some foreign versions of, I don't want to play this. But yeah, what do you mean by that? Let's look, see what the other Jumanji thing is. So it's like somebody's attic or something? Or is it just like little animation? Oh, I've never seen that, Dan, sadly, but that sounds interesting. We did that last time, Nightshade. There are a couple of Fallout ones. We did play one for quite a while last night, so watch yesterday's stream if you want to see the Fallout one. Because there's a surprisingly well-made Fallout game on here. For, like, what it is. Is anything going to happen? Same problem with the animation ones, I just want to speed them up. I don't want to watch a camera just float around a room slowly. Oh, definitely have a look at some point, Dan. There's also all the older versions of DPM, aren't there, which are interesting, like the ones from the 50s till the 80s or whenever it was, which are different than, like, you know, Woodland 95, but that you can still tell they're DPM. Sure, why not? You can have a thumbs up for a camera floating around a room. Right, there's not much Jumanji stuff then. I'll stay on a little bit longer. Let's think of other stuff. Is there any other, like, PS1 and N64 games people want me to look up? Because that's quite interesting, seeing remakes of old games people have done. I'm just going to search War of the Worlds. Just see if anybody's made any interesting War of the Worlds stuff. War of the Worlds. It's kind of weird that putting T in doesn't actually have the as one of the top recommendations. Most thumbs up. War of the Worlds is a showcase thing, but that's not actually a game, is it? Single player. I wish they all didn't look like the Spielberg version. No, whatever. Oh, I will have a look for Resident Evil. There's definitely ones before where you can, like, walk around the mansion from Resident Evil 1. And that reminds me about the Resident Evil movie people were mentioning yesterday that I need to look up. Oh, do we actually get to be the tripod? Ah, cool. Right, that's kind of interesting, but, you know, I don't want to, play a janky Destroy All Humans. So yeah, Resident Evil. It's not the old Mila Jovovich ones, whatever her name is, who's nice to look at, but not those boring films. It's apparently a newish one. So, I'll look that one up next. I don't think I've played this one, so let's have a look at this one. Please wear headphones for a better experience. I've got headphones on because I'm talking on a headset. So we've got, I'm just dismissing a load of things on my phone because it's... Alright, let's put this on standard, not hard, because I don't... Right. So we've got Nemesis as the background, but what's the actual game about? But that sounds right, Mike, so I'll look that up. So I'm guessing this is a Resident Evil 2 or 3 based thing by the look of it. I mean, because obviously Nemesis is the background, it's probably Nemesis based, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of stuff Nightshade in Dreams that is surprisingly well made. Right, you get ammo, so you must be able to get a gun. Oh, I have got a gun, right. I might as well have the gun out by default, I guess, in case I need it. So I've got like a Desert Eagle. Do you actually activate the generators by... Ah, yeah. Oh, I have to keep it held down. Okay. The only shame here is how washed out the colours are. It'd be nice if this was actually in colour rather than black and white, you know. So we've done one generator. Let's find the next one. I mean, I actually quite like Resident Evil Village, I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I like Mummy Milkies. You know, it reminded me a bit of Resident Evil 4. There's actually some really good Half-Life 2 mods for Resident Evil 1 and 2, where people have remade the entire games. Oh look, there's Nemesis. So is this more like when Nemesis is going to stalk you around or something? I suppose that he's maybe meant to be more like a Mr. X type thing, is he in this? Can I actually run though? Oh, he's running to the wall. Oh no! Oh no! I don't think I can actually run. But, he's not gone stalls. Yeah, no, so I'm a bit disappointed by that. It's kind of a bit like Dead by Daylight, actually. Right. And I have to find missing parts to activate the door. It's never that simple, is it? I have to fix levers and get parts. Oh no. Oh, he does say stars. Never mind. Where are the parts? Oh, they shut. Okay, it looks like I go over there for parts. I just wish I could run. I can cycle through stuff like that, okay. Take... So is that a part? Okay, that's a part. No, I agree with you there, Ghost Jesus. There's so many Reddits that are just awful that I've been on, where all they do is whinge about stuff. Non-stop whinging and whining. That's to hide, okay, I don't want to... So this is more... yeah, lead boots. In real life, all my boots are squeaky rather than being, like, fudding ones. They just always squeak a bit in the, But yeah, like saying, the recent thing that's annoyed me on a Reddit is Half-Life 2 Overcharged hasn't come out yet they're constantly moaning about it on the Half-Life 2 Reddit. It's like, there's never going to be a Half-Life 3 or Episode 3, so people making, like, remakes of Half-Life 2 or standalone fan mods are the best thing you're going to find. You know, but here's a mod that's not come out yet that looks quite polished. Let's just say it's shit. Right, so I need to find one more part, wherever that is. There he is. Oh, hi, Nemesis. Hi, I didn't see you there. It was actually that Tommy Wiseau thing that got me the copyright strike last night. One of those, and there was some music in the background of Tommy Wiseau talking about something. So he's there. Is that something there? Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh no, he's running after me again very slowly. No idea, Mike. I'll check next time I run past it if I have to run past. Oh look, there we go. I beat the game. Right. That was interesting. Yeah, it's a thumb up, but I wish it was more than just running around a dark corridor. But Resident Evil Classic. Let's have a look at this one. And again, we get the nostalgia intro. I love it. There's a Count Dankula Mad Lads video premiering soon, if anybody's interested. I'll probably watch that back a bit later if I'm still awake. Oh, this is the one I tried before, wasn't it? With the weird tank controls. Yeah, he did, we did say Banjo-Kazooie earlier, and he said, yeah, that was it. But you are correct, Punches Couches, that's what he was thinking of. Yeah, this is one I tried and didn't get on with, because I just couldn't work out what I was meant to do. It's just like walk around a room. No, no worries, Punches Couches. Alright, Dan. Yeah, I've been alright at the moment, thanks. Like, yesterday I had a bit of a sore chest, but I ended up getting loads of that, like, horrible watery phlegm up, and I felt a lot better since. I'm a bit tired now. I've been streaming a while, but I'll stay away a bit longer. No, I need to look up that game Mike said about. Something Maximus. He makes that noise every time he runs. Drifters Maximus 2. I'd say don't bother at the moment, Nightshade, just because I've got too much stuff on my backlog to play and like too many films I want to watch. But I do appreciate the offer, but at the moment it's more just of a backlog kind of problem. I suppose that's one way to hammer in a nail. You're messing with wrong people. Okay. Why not? Oh, there we go. Can I shoot people now or what? It's kind of stuck. It's not doing it. There we go. Oh no, I didn't know that. Any particular reason? Is this guy offering to suck me off? Is that what he's... Oh, he even does a bit of an animation if you hit him. Oh, I don't know if that's funny, but it is. I am very easily amused. I think I saw green over there. Right, I've had enough of this game already. Well, it's kind of impressive, I guess, but it's more just like in terms of noise. Right, so anyway, I'm going to now look up Driftimus Maximus 2, or whatever it was, Driftus. Oh no, it's doing the fucking controller thing again. Hang on, let me see if I can get the keypad working as it normally works. There we go, fixed it again. It just seems like slamming the haptic pad in a load of times fixes it. So Driftus... There we go, Driftus Maximus 2. Well, yeah, British MTP and, like, DPM has never been good in terms of not ripping. But it's a shame, because we do quite good patterns. It's just, you know, they should have just put them on a good material. I'll just see how it plays. Probably because somebody's mate had a contract, Dan. You know how this all works. Oh, I can't turn the music on, that's annoying. Off, I mean. Oh no, I just sank my car. Right, let's do that jump from a long way away and see if it will actually do it as a jump. No. Okay, never mind, we won't bother doing any jumps. Yeah, I don't think I can put up with this. Like, again, if you like car games, you might like this, but it's not really for me. I want to search Lego. Most thumbs up. I was kind of wondering if somebody had done like a Lego Island type thing. Do you remember Lego Island? Oh no, there's a Lego Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh no, make it stop, make it stop. Is that Trump in this? Looks like Trump. Ah, the magic of editing, eh, Mike? Looks brilliant in the trailer, and not so much in the game. I still need to see if there's a new Gran Turismo, but obviously not in this, in actual. Any video game franchises people particularly like? I'm gonna have to search Armour, but I bet nobody would have made an Armour game in here. Well, this is probably the closest thing. In realistic Vietnam War infantryman simulator. Can I drop napalm on children? Well, the FAL and the SLR are technically the same rifle, but if you mean the British SLR versus the original Belgian FAL, I would just say the SLR just because I like it, but I'm biased. Oh no, here comes a copyright strike. Better jump off that, even though the game looks fun. It's called Napalm Sticks to Kids, Nightshade. We shoot the sick, the young, the lame. We do our best to kill and maim, because the kills all count the same. Napalm Sticks to Kids. It's a song. Flying low across the trees, pilots doing what they please, dropping frags on refugees. Napalm Sticks to Kids. A load of the verses have racial slurs in them, so I can't say those, unfortunately, but it's worth looking up Napalm Sticks to Kids. But look up the proper old US military version, not the anti-war song version, because it's much funnier, as like darkly funny as like an upbeat tune, singing about burning people alive. Red Dead, we can do that. The SLR as well has the actual winter thing I really like, the like expanding winter trigger. Red Dead Online simulator. How long will we continue to play? Well, I've played Red Dead Online for a very long time. I haven't actually seen that error in ages. This might be all that's in the game, I don't know. Oh, they clearly didn't think you'd play this long, okay. I kind of find that funny, but Red Dead Online actually does play better than that. Old Western Mountain Town. Oh, somebody made like Valentine or something. Let's have a look at this. I suppose this is meant to be Valentine, maybe? Or it's just generic, like, yeah, Red Dead looking town. I think that's all there is to this one, but still, it's sort of interesting. If somebody made one we could punch Micah in the face over and over and over and over, that would be a good Red Dead game. Have a look at Skyrim. Let's actually look at some of the Doctor Who stuff. I don't want to look up this particular one, but I am interested in seeing if somebody's done like proper old Doctor Who stuff. You know, like the really old series, not the modern BBC stuff. Yeah, let's just search Doctor Who, and then I want to do it by thumbs up. Because I want to see if anybody's done like proper old school Doctor Who. You know, like old school Star Trek. The ones I actually like. Which one's the R1, Ghost Jesus? Is that like their version of a FAL or whatever? Because I know they were sold a lot of South African guns with like the serial numbers scratched off. Anyway, most thumbs up. Don't blink. Oh, weeping angels are sort of interesting. R1A1, I guess, or something. It's a random picture there. So are they actually going to move? Did that one move then, or not? So it's facing that way at the moment. Oh, I'm dead. Ah, that was fast. There's probably not much to this game. They don't actually snap your neck, do they, in this? Or actually, did the maps change? Let's just do R3 to remove all but one angel. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay. Brilliant controls in this game. You can't actually do what it says. Add more angels and remove all but one angel doesn't do anything. Jump works. Can I go inside this building? Oh, there's loads of them in here. Brilliant. How am I meant to survive this? Oh, just by running rather than playing strategically. Okay.
I'm scared.
Okay, so it was a metric one. This is just like a platforming one. So is there even any in here? No. Okay, weird. Whoop. Oh, I fell. Never mind, I can't be bothered to play this. Don't blink free. Wow, are they making loads of these? Let's try the sequels. This simp's actually alright. Probably won't get a copyright strike either if it's somebody playing it on like an old keyboard. Ah, so it was a metric fail. So did they have? So they have both imperial and metric fails. Oh, so in this one you actually blink every now and then. Oh, so you can manually blink if you want to. Oh, that's sort of interesting. So I'm meant to be going this way? Maybe? I don't know. Don't know what else meant to be a beating heart in the bath. Oh, so night mode's just darker. We don't need that. It's already dark. Oh, there's one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm dead. Big surprise. Don't really have time to play games like this where you have to know where they are in advance just to blink before you go around a corner. I'm gonna look at Borat for some reason. Sadly, Dan, I think they sold most of them. They probably have some in storage, but they did just sell and deactivate a lot of them, unfortunately. Because, you know how the governments are over here, we're just selling off all our shit to the lowest bidder. Sadly, Borat isn't getting any results. I suppose the only problem with that, Ghost Jesus, is you had to have the right mags, didn't you? Because they both took different mags. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I know Rhodesia was happy to get whatever they could get, but yeah, it must be a bit annoying having to have both the Imperial metric mags and not mix them up. Because they use the same ammo, but yeah, the mags won't be interchangeable, as you were saying. I'm sure a WASA 10 would be absolutely fine, Nightshade, because, I mean, you're lucky if you're in America and you can just get stuff like that. But I know somebody that did have a WASA 10 and they really got on with it, but I suppose the quality of each individual one can be quite all over the place. Were you thinking of one with the folding stock, or can you get one with a fixed stock? Because I know most people say they don't really like the folding stocks on the WASAs. But I think you'd be happy with it regardless. It's still an AK platform. You know, as long as you can aim fairly well, it's still up to 300 yards going to hit, you know, a man-sized target. But I don't really know with the US, like, all the different, like, AK builds you get, because I know a lot of them are, like, parts kit guns, aren't they, rather than just being, like, pure, European military-style ones that have been imported. Because obviously if you wanted a really high-quality AK, you'd get a Galil or, like, a Finnish, what were they called? Or an East German MPIK. Valmet rifle was the Finnish one, wasn't it? But, yeah, unfortunately, I'm assuming you can't actually import ones like that, because they'd be automatic. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Nightshade. It looks like a good stock, but yeah, I have heard it wobbles. So yeah, I'd say go for a fixed stock if you can get a fixed stock one. There's apparently some really good Yugo parts kits, ones that Zastava exports, because Forgotten Weapons did a video on them. So you can actually get, like, a modern Zastava AK. Setmies are really cool as well. But yeah, I mean, they just had a mix of equipment, didn't they? Whatever they could get. Gunner. Where's this old playing like a tail gunner in a bomber? Yeah, so I'm a tail gunner. Okay. Oh, they've even made it look like you're actually moving along. That's kind of good. Oh, there's something. Oh, they actually jets coming after us, like MiGs. That's not fair. Fucking hell, they've got MiGs. What are they, MiG-9s? MiG-15s? Yeah, MiG-15s by the look of it. Oh, I nearly got rammed by that MiG. Fishbed. Wait, is it fishbed or... No, it's faggot, isn't it? Or fagot, the MiG-15. Fagots. So this is like Korean War, I guess. Oh no, here comes another MiG-15. So what bomber do you reckon I meant to be? Like a B-29 or something? Because if the planes are accurately built... Oh, for fuck's sake, so are they going to start banning healthcare workers again now? So yeah, your backlog isn't going to get any shorter because you're not going to have any nurses or doctors to look after you now. Brilliant. Anyway, that's kind of interesting, this game. I'm just going to search MiG. In case there's actually a game we can fly as a MiG. Seeing as somebody's modelled that MiG. Oh, Pig Detective 2's there again, but I don't have time to play like a 2-hour game on this. I'm going to look up Bioshock. I don't know why. Man chooses, a slave obeys. Obey. Seeing as you can't actually stream the real Bioshock on this for some reason. I don't want an Expo one, I just want one where you can actually play it. No, not Bioshock Infinite, that's not a good game. It's not Bioshock 1. Or like System Shock. Let's just see this one. I don't like any of them personally, Dan. I wish we had proportional representation so we could vote for people that actually aren't part of the establishment, that, you know. Don't suppose I can hack that. Can I actually do anything on this? It doesn't really look like it. It looks like it's like a room. Oh yeah, it's a graphics test. Okay, yeah, okay, right. No interesting Bioshock content then. I'm just going to search zombie in case somebody's actually made a good zombie survival game. So somebody's done a Call of Duty zombies sort of thing. I was kind of wondering if somebody had done like a, you know, repair. I suppose that's what the Call of Duty one is, isn't it? Let's have a look at this Call of Duty zombies thing then. Oh yes, knacked out untotem. I suppose, yeah. If you didn't want to actually buy Call of Duty, you could play this. Is there any better aiming mechanics? Right, you can do that. Hope I've got unlimited ammo. Was that one got in? Is there like a knife thing or anything? No, I guess I just have the gun. I can get an M1 carbine, so I'll get that as soon as I can afford it. It's actually like that in real life, so you know, might as well just... Help, it says. Oh, so you can actually unlock all this, like the real thing. Right. Well, as it seems I have unlimited ammo, this will be a lot easier than the normal zombies. Because in theory, I guess, I can just now get a better gun and have unlimited ammo for the better gun. Although it seems, the rate of fire seems a bit weird in this, like it doesn't seem to be consistent. As in, you know, it doesn't seem to be semi at the rate you actually spam R2. I guess really the only thing to do, because I don't know if I can even swap guns once you get a new gun in this. It looks like you're stuck with whatever gun you've chosen. So we'll use the M1 carbine, then we'll unlock the upstairs, and then I'll stop playing this because it doesn't look like there's much else to do other than that. Oh, they just walk through the sandbags, they don't even have a climb over animation. Which one's a 74R? Because obviously I know the Moss in the Gant used that. Because that was like the Soviet, like World War II round, wasn't it? And before that, the 7.62x54 rimmed. But is there like a semi-auto thing that uses it then? Because if so, if that's insanely cheap, I'd just go for that. Right, let's actually unlock that door in case there's like an item box in there. Oh, there is an item box, okay. Well, if we get 950... On PC, Dan, I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a Thompson there. That'd be a bit more fun. Especially because I have unlimited ammo. Should I get the Thompson? Shall I try the item? I might try the item box first, just to see what comes out. Yeah, at the moment, I've not I've got a few, you know, free games from the PlayStation library, so I'll definitely be playing some of them, but I won't necessarily be streaming them. And I did buy a load of stuff in Steam sales that I haven't got around to playing yet, so it's kind of, I've got a load of stuff to play, but I don't know what I'm actually going to start playing next, if that makes sense. But I am really looking forward to that Half-Life 2 thing coming out this month. So when that comes out, I'm definitely going to play and stream that, just because I'm a big fan of Half-Life 2. Let's open that mystery box. Although it might turn out there's not many different guns you can even get in there. Oh, a pistol. Brilliant. I don't want that. I'm just going to buy the Thompson then. Yeah, that's better. That's probably a bit too easy now. Let's just use this then. Oh, it looks like I've been streaming Dreams for about 2 hours now. How time flies. Does it do an auto lock on with zombies or not? No. It's probably a bit easier to hit them like that just due to lack of sensitivity, but... yeah, it's definitely better with the Thompson. Firstly, it's easier on your finger and it actually has a consistent rate of fire. Because again, this mod obviously doesn't have ammo in it, so... so yeah, which gun, Nightshade, is the 74R? Is that just some sort of like, essentially battle rifle in, the old, caliber? Because I know a few of the Warsaw Pact states made some, like, interesting kind of DMR type things. Oh, okay, there we go, so he's answered me. So, 1 second. So it's a AK-74 variant in semi-auto. So it's an AK-74 variant, but in, the old, caliber. Well, I suppose that makes... yeah, I suppose that sounds alright. So it's like an AK rechambered to essentially be a Soviet battle rifle. I'd say go for that if it has the cheapest ammo. Oh, I'm dead now. There we go. Yeah, that's as long as the accuracy in that isn't terrible. If you can get a decent, like, mag size for it, it doesn't sound bad if you could get a, you know, like, a rechambered AK-74 for cheap ammo. And it's going to have a fairly good range, isn't it, if it's got 74R rounds. Or whatever you call them. The, you know, not 74R, but, you know, 7.62 by 54R. You probably get at least sort of 500, 600 meters or yards accuracy out that, wouldn't you? And the bullet would travel further than that. If it's sort of... anyway, I'll finish playing this for now. Oh, just because that says George, I want to actually just search Peppa Pig, because Boris is obsessed with Peppa Pig. I don't know if it's because David Cameron shoved his dick in Peppa Pig, but I just want to see if there's any horrible Peppa Pig games. So there's only one thing actually... I can't see any Peppa Pig stuff of Peppa Pig World. Some weird things with some Italian chef on there. Wallace and Gromit. Oh, it's Peppa, is it? Alright. I've never watched it, you see, Mr. Live Era, so I don't actually, oh, here we go. So, Shrek beats up Peppa Pig. Load noises. 18 plus. I suppose that's meant to be loud noises, is it? But that sounds like it's about nonces, but yeah, if that's got music in, I don't want to go on that one. None of these look interesting. What's this? This looks more interesting. I guess this is just a static image. Right, okay. I will quickly, before I go off, look up, because that just reminded me of something, David Firth. And, like, salad fingers and all that. Is it F-I-R-T-H, David Firth? Yes, it is, but the only thing coming up is salad fingers. Right, so if we just search salad fingers, because I know there was a few salad fingers games. Oh yeah, 22LR is cheap. I like rusty spoons. Collect all the spoons. Yeah, just about, Flazzy. This is addictive, this dreams thing. I keep looking at stuff when I want to go off and then thinking of a new thing to search up, or somebody in the chat says, look this thing up, look that thing up. I like it when the red water comes out. Can I run? It's a bit slow, just walking. This isn't the platform one Mike was playing before. I'll have to find that one. Wish somebody had done a Burnt Faceman or Jerry Jackson ones, but apparently not. The only thing they've done is Salad Fingers. I think Salad Fingers is like his most famous thing with most people, isn't it? Even though I think Jerry Jackson's the funniest one. Yeah, my favourite ones are Jerry Jackson though, Flazzy. Jerry Jackson are ones I can watch over and over again and I will still find bits funny in them. No, Jerry. Collect all the nettles. Oh, now I have a baby stroller. Oh no, it's doing that again. Oh no, I'm not going to keep playing that one. Not like I'm scared or anything, it's more just I want one which actually has more gameplay to it. Is it 2D Salad Fingers, maybe the one Mike played, where you have to like do the jumps? I think I had Boards of Canada playing in the background. Oh yeah, this will be it. Salad Findles, as he's called in the Jerry Jackson episode. I've already been jumping. Oh, the music's changed. Oh, the tree's fallen down. I tell you what, I'm going to look up John Carpenter after this. I also want to look up Manhunt. This is the problem with this game, you keep thinking of more things to look up when you want to go off. No, there is, like, heads with eyes on them. And a tent with a dead little baby in it. And a hanging man. Oh, no. That is really scary and weird. Oh, is this the man's cabin who has, like, the axe who chases after him? Is it first person now or what? I can't get him to move. Oh, I see. You have to keep holding down that thing. I'm here to inquire about your spoons. I now also want to look for a Jimmy Savile game for some reason. Oh, we looked that up. Sadly, there's only 2 Boris Johnson things I found. Only one... Oh, he actually said that. Hello there, I'm here to inquire about your spoons. But yeah, there was one actual Boris Johnson thing that was really crap, and then there was one that made me laugh, but it wasn't a game, it was just Dominic Cummings with puppet strings above Boris. Ah yeah, this is the one, because it's a platformer. Double jump. Although, this is actually kind of too dark to see what's going on. Yeah. Is there a brightness control on this? Because otherwise I won't be able to do this, because it's just too dark. No, I don't think there's a brightness control. Brilliant. Because look, I can tell there's meant to be a gap there, but... Ah, there we go. Yeah, see, is it what you're meant to wait for the lighthouse to, Well, these I can kind of see. Oh, no, I haven't. No, I'm not going to bother doing these jumps. Don't like platformers. I do, but not when they're like that. Right, so I'll look for Manhunt, and then I was going to look up John Carpenter, then I really got to head off. Is that Fallout thing again? There's a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's thing again when I search Manhunt. That has nothing to do with Manhunt. That looks a bit like the, Lizard Eats Mong. What? This looks a bit like Happy Halloween. This is Minecraft then.
Not sure if you realize how big of a number that is, but that is basically impossible.
I don't get it. See, I thought that looking at a picture, I thought it was going to be a silver shamrock type. But it wasn't, so I'm disappointed. Right, so John Carpenter. Oh, and I want to search Stalin as well. Halloween 5, Michael. Oh, it's a gallery, it's not an actual thing. What's Loop of Madness? Does that have anything to do with John Carpenter? Oh, The Thing. Okay. It's inspired by The Thing. Let's have a look at this then. I don't know, Flazzy. I also don't know if there was any lizard-eating mongs, but... Oh, so have I got a flamethrower? I see. Alright, I've got a flamethrower. So I guess, do I have to stand by the fires to warm up? Oh, what, do they just randomly attack me with flamethrowers? What? Why isn't my warmth going up if I'm getting set on fire? That's stupid. Oh, it is a thing. Right. So standing by a fire warms you up, but getting set on fire doesn't warm you up. Because the thing is, I thought the thing was teach a man how to make a fire, or like make a man a fire, keep him warm for a day, or keep him warm for a night, set a man on fire, keep him warm for the rest of his life. But apparently not. It's now a bit like the Long Dark. Problem is I don't have enough fuel. This is the main issue. It's just a random glowing thing. Right, I'm not going to play this. Not that it doesn't look interesting, it's just that I want to look at some other things before I go off. Lots of gallery things in Michael Myers. I don't want galleries, I want an actual game. No, unfortunately it looks like John Carpenter isn't getting any good results. I know it's a teach a man to fish thing, but the set a man on fire thing's funnier. I should be streaming tomorrow, Dan. I'll probably do a members stream tomorrow. It's just that, like I said, although I've ended up being on ages tonight, even though I felt tired beforehand, I wanted to do a webcam stream tonight, just ended up thinking, like, oh, I feel a bit tired, I'll just play on the PlayStation, and I've just got stuck on it. Right. Before I go off, has anybody else got any suggestions for, like, films or, game things they want to see if people have made in this? We could search politicians. Like, I know there was a load of Trump stuff on here, but sadly I don't think there was much Boris Johnson stuff. Is there a game where you can play as Trump? Trump Dash. What do you do? So do I just run around as Trump? I will search RuneScape. I'm sure we did find some RuneScape games in this.
I'm really rich. We will make America great again. I'm really rich. I'm really rich. We will make America great again.
Remember, this is still a better president than Biden. I'll search Akira. I was going to search Ricky O earlier as well, wasn't I?
I'm really rich.
I grabbed the thing and it
We
just
will
doesn't
make
work. I don't
America
get it.
great again.
I want to possess Trump. What are you doing? Gnome. I won't search up too much stuff because I'll search RuneScape and then that'll probably be it. Oh, Akira and RuneScape. I'll search Akira first because there's less likely to be stuff. We can search your Blade Runner another day, Reggie. I'm running out of time. Oh, and now I've got a vehicle, have I? What's this about? I don't get it. Right, okay, I don't get it. Fake news. So Akira, we'll look that up first, and then we will look up RuneScape, and then I will go off. Akira Capsule Gang. Most thumbs up. I have actually watched Akira under Mike's recommendation, so I do actually kind of know what it is. There you go, Rajiv. There is an Akira game. I've got a motorbike, okay. Do I control this, or do I actually? The face looks a bit weird. It looks a bit like Lego. But okay. Where's the bar then? Where am I meant to be going? Was the bar literally right there? Or am I meant to be getting back on my motorbike now? But yeah, where's the bar? I can't see it. I don't want to walk for ages. Just look at his face. That's the funniest thing about this. Ah, excellent, Ghost Jesus. There's actually like a modern thing of that, so you can run it on modern Windows, but yeah. I assume you've got the old original DOS version. Yeah, now I've got the theme of it stuck in my head. The controls are a bit hard to get used to on Prince of Persia because they're designed to have a feel of weight to them, so you have to get used to kind of pressing a button before you need to press it. Right, I won't play any more of this because I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing on it, but kind of looks interesting. Right, so now what we're going to search for the last thing is RuneScape. Yeah, it's because it's rotoscoped, Ghost Jesus. They actually rotoscoped the guy's brother to do all the climbing animations and running animations. It's kind of really interesting. Impscape RPG, right. There's only two things, but this guy has a blue party hat on, so clearly it's meant to be RuneScape. It's got the, fucking magic spell noise where it turns people into ice cubes. Do 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 do. Yeah, see if the castle's modelled correctly. So there's the kitchen through here, or oh no, I guess this is slightly different because it's made as like a kind of hub thing, is it? Don't have any of these skills. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the map. Can we just fast travel using this map? So there's Al-Kharid. There wasn't a place called Crystal Lake, was there, in RuneScape? Port Sarum isn't east of Lumbridge. What's going on with this map? Never mind. I guess it's just they've done a custom map with the actual RuneScape places on. But Crystal Lake isn't in RuneScape. That's Friday the 13th. Camp Crystal Lake. Let's go to Edgewood. It's Edgeville. Oh, I suppose they've renamed stuff, haven't they? Yeah, it was actually the Duke, isn't it? Not the King. But yeah, you could drop a mask for another one, drop the mask for another one for the anti-Dragonfire shields, yeah. Do, 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 do. Well, I don't have any weapons or anything, but yeah, let's try and clear out this mine shaft full of zombies regardless. Do, 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 do. Is this Autumn Voyage, this track? Oh, I can't cut the planks, so I don't have a wood cutting level. Brilliant. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I don't believe Alta Vista is a place in RuneScape, but it might be another place they've just renamed. Right, I'll probably finish playing this. Yeah, Fluzzy, I'm going to head off anyway. But yeah, great to hear the old MIDI RuneScape soundtrack, I know. Anyway, yeah, I'll head off as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed me messing about on Dreams again, looking up weird games weird people have made. I've not a mental capacity yet to learn how to make stuff in this, but playing other people's inventions is fun. But yeah, see you all. Have a good evening, everybody, and I'll try and do a members stream tomorrow, and thank you to everybody that donated.